Everyone, Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. How's everyone doing today? We're going to get right into it. We're going to dive right into this Deshaun Watson situation. It's still going on, as you guys might know. There was big news, more news that came out today on this story. And, you guys all know my reaction to this story. This story has been going on long enough, and I have done several videos talking about Deshaun Watson. I have expressed my displeasure, as you guys might know, for those who tune into my videos. And I said weeks ago, I've been saying it from the get-go, that this didn't look good. It didn't look good on the Cleveland Browns, nor does it look good on Deshaun Watson. And Deshaun Watson, is, to me, not an innocent man. Now, I know he wasn't criminally charged. And I know there are a lot of Browns fans out there who's defending this. Some people are obviously okay with this. Some people are trying to sweep all of this under the rug as if it never happened. They're trying to pretend like this has never happened. Oh, it's fine. Years down the road, we're going to forget all about this, and it won't really matter. Because the women who were allegedly sexually assaulted, they don't matter. They're not important. It's okay. They got sexually assaulted. Oh well, it happens every day. Let's move on. Let's forget about it. Let's forget that it's ever occurred. That's the attitude that a lot of these people have. And I know I've had a lot of people who disagreed with me, called me out for it, lambasted me, said that we didn't have evidence to convict him, to find him guilty, that a person is innocent until proven guilty. Well, in reality, he's guilty by public opinion. This is something that will follow him for the rest of his career. This is bad for him. Okay, and the bottom line is the NFL has finally woken up. They realize the seriousness of this matter and how it can affect their league. So yes, they're trying everything they can to protect themselves. The NFL and the NFL Player Association reached an agreement on an 11-game suspension for Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson. Good. The NFL wasted no time to appeal the suspension. And I was kind of shocked that they even did, because we all know the NFL's history. They have done terrible when it comes to punishing their players for their foul actions. We've seen that in the past. For the Browns fans, it's been weeks and months of emotions. And it's not going according to plan for the Browns so far. Deshaun Watson's preseason performance was lackluster. He was 1 of 5 for 7 yards. Lots of rust, right? You would think this guy would have been lubricated by now, right? Came out kind of rusty. Didn't look like himself. And why wouldn't he? Because there's so much going on in this man's head, I could imagine. there's too much of a distraction right now that he can't focus on the football field. And now it won't really matter because he will miss the entire season. This game was in Jacksonville. Jacksonville fans showed up. Deshaun Watson wasn't greatly received by the fans. There was one fan who yelled, "You suck. You suck, bleep." There was another fan, some guy holding up a sign that said, "Can I borrow some massage oil?" This man is getting publicly ridiculed. This is what would happen if he did play a full season. He would hear the jeers and the boos and the heckling from opposing fans. No question about it. Jacksonville let everyone know that they were not pleased that he was the starting quarterback for the Browns. But the NFL, like most businesses, is about money, right? I think the pressure is on Roger Goodell to come down hard because he knows he can't continue to have an image of being light on issues like this. Serious issues, that can, hurt your league dramatically in a big way, right? So he had to make a statement, and this is the NFL trying to correct itself from its prior flaws, right? From its mistakes in the past. I mean, you go back to the Ray Rice incident, right? He gets suspended for 2 games. The NFL fails to do its homework. Doesn't look at the video until after they decided to hand down the suspension. They look at the video. It's pretty cut and dry, right? You see the aftermath of the video in which Ray Rice is dragging his fiancée wife out of the elevator. The NFL has had so much inconsistencies. So, you go back to about a month ago or 2 weeks ago or whenever it was, Watson's suspension was handed down by Sue L. Robinson, the judge chosen by the NFL and the NFL Player Association to rule on this matter. She ruled a 6-game suspension because of the precedents that had been set in prior years for nonviolent sexual assault behavior. She called the incident egregious, excuse me, but handed down a 6-game suspension. The league made it real clear that they wanted a full year. They got the full year now. The Browns are the ones that look really bad because the Browns decided that they were going to trade for him. The Browns failed to do their homework on him. They didn't monitor the situation, nor all the developments to this story. They didn't monitor the legal situations. The Browns traded for Watson while Watson was still facing civil lawsuits accusing him of sexual misconduct. The Browns instead defended their signing of Watson. Pretty much tapped him on the wrist and said, okay, you're welcome to our franchise. Regardless of the civil lawsuits or the accusations. Watson himself was firm in asserting his innocence and defending himself, doing whatever he could to clear his name, using his mom, sister, aunt, I talked about this before, as a shield. This is a man who hired 66 massage therapists, visited a number of female massage therapists, a plethora of female massage therapists, and you hear the report, you read the New York Times report, and it's hard to find this guy innocent, right? It's really hard to say this man is innocent. There was a lot of women who came forward who accused him of the same thing, sexual misconduct. So Deshaun Watson, to me, and I have no sympathy for this man. I talked about this before. Deshaun Watson, to me, got what he deserved. Deshaun Watson, suspended 11 games, receives the largest player fine in NFL history. He has been penalized for his terrible actions. And you even heard Roger Goodell speak up about this. Roger Goodell used some pretty strong words. Predatory. You know, basically calling him a sexual predator. Egregious. Using words that are powerful. That really defines the situation, right? The Cleveland Browns claim that Deshaun Watson is remorseful. You know, the Cleveland Browns have basically tried to cover up the whole story. They tried to paint him as an innocent man. You know, they've said all the nice things that could be said about this man. And yes, maybe, you know, Deshaun Watson is bright. Right? He's a skilled quarterback, right? There's a reason why the Browns traded for him. But this man is a sick man. To a lot of us out there, he's a sexual predator. To a lot of us out there, we just can't do it. You know, we can't root for this guy. So the 11-game suspension is the right call. They got this right. You know, and I wonder now if the Cleveland Browns have any regrets about not holding on to Baker Mayfield. I wonder if they have any regrets now after this, because it don't look like Deshaun Watson future, it doesn't look like his future is promising. It looks very murky. It looks very gloomy. And it looks like this guy could be done. Like his NFL career could essentially be over. This could be the end of Deshaun Watson. I'll see you guys later. You guys have a great day. Please, before I go, I just want to remind everyone to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. If you guys are watching this on Facebook, like and share. Share as much as you guys can. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm wrapping this up. You guys have a wonderful Thursday. Peace.